What's up, guys? Welcome back. We're going to check out the next in the Band-Maid documentary series with KANAMI. We just did Psyche, which was first, and then now we're going to do KANAMI, which is next, and then I think it goes Misa and Miku. So, continuing on in the proper order, let's do it. Loop.
Now that we've talked about Psyche, I have to introduce you to her biggest fan. But you know her already, right? She has at least two personalities. Both of them love Psyche more than anything, and she is, with the help of the other members, the genius who writes Band-Maid songs since 2015.
Genius,
even though her name and
sure.
persona change as soon as she holds a guitar, let me present you KANAMI. KANAMI was born on September 28th in Kanagawa, a prefecture very close to Tokyo, which includes the cities of Yokohama and Kawasaki. She is the youngest child of her family with an older brother and sister. During her childhood, her parents wanted her to participate in a lot of various activities, so she tried ballet, piano, calligraphy, English, and a lot more. But in the end, she only kept playing piano.
Man, I would love to see her hop on the keys on some songs. Maybe she has, but I don't think I've seen it if she has. Definitely useful when it comes to writing songs.
Even though she was a quiet child, she became more and more active as she was growing up. You might think that rock...
That's one of the best dichotomies ever. She's super bashful, yet she's like the badass one, is like as far as her ability goes, she's so good.
Music hit her at an early age, but it was only when she was 17 and joined a music club in her school as a keyboardist that she fell into the genre. KANAMI didn't stick too long with the keyboard as she learned guitar to be popular with the girls. That's right, she wanted to look cool in front of the other girls. Only KANAMI could come up with a story like that. And you know what? It worked. The girls talked a lot about how cool she was when she played guitar. Well done, KANAMI. Well done. However, she also talked about how Room 335 by Larry Carlton moved her, and how this song in particular is a starting point of KANAMI wanting to get serious with her guitar playing. At first,
I gotta admit, I don't really know much about that artist.
Her skills. Then she joined a classmate's band and learned to play a lot of Western hard rock songs from bands like Kiss, Deep Purple, and Metallica, to name a few. It was also during her high school senior year that KANAMI started to write songs. But once she got to university, she decided to become a singer/songwriter. She was going to a regular university as her parents decided for her. She studied economics and management to be able to learn about the music industry and how to promote herself as a musician/singer/songwriter. At this time, she wrote songs, sang, played acoustic and electric guitar, and also played her solos.
She's so good at writing music, especially solos.
With all these skills, KANAMI kept working alone and learned programming to create her own songs. The only problem was that she didn't really like to sing. Yes, you heard me.
I mean, yeah, I guess if she is still a little bashful, that makes sense.
Right? As she seems to love doing backup vocals with Band-Maid. But KANAMI wanted to be a professional musician, so she took some singing lessons anyway because she didn't want to be a bad singer. So she kept practicing and also posted her songs and cover videos on Nico Nico and YouTube. Unfortunately, those videos are not available anymore. But KANAMI did some other covers, like this one. I'm sure you can see where I'm going, right? A little someone you already know found Kanami's videos and contacted her through the talent agency during the year 2013. They met, Miku played some songs to Kanami to see if she was willing to join, and she immediately said yes.
I bet she's probably like, oh, this is right what I was looking for.
Problem for Kanami, as she used to wear the same kind of outfit during a school culture festival just a few years before.
Oh.
Please note that Kanami is the only member of Band-Maid who didn't even hesitate to join when being informed that every member will have to wear a maid outfit during
Yeah, she's like, I've already been doing this. Let's go.
That's our girl. Now that Kanami is part of Band-Maid, the female hard rock band started to record songs, and even though Kanami wrote songs for a while, all the lyrics and arrangements were provided by other songwriters. Of course, she tried to write song after song for almost 3 years, but they were rejected by management. Finally, Psyche believed in Kanami's songwriting talent, which is one of the main reasons why she kept writing again and again. If there are people close to me who accept my music, I must do my best.
Yeah, I mean, as much as the management company may know what they're doing, a lot of times they don't, you know? They're too busy managing the music rather than being the creative thinkers, but hey. Well, you hear that a lot, you know. They told me I sucked, yada, yada, yada. And then I went out and did it myself and realized, oh, wait, I don't suck.
We are now in 2016 for the release of Brand New Maid, the third studio album from Band-Maid with 8 brand new songs. I chose to talk about this album in particular because something changed for our 5 talented musicians. This time, they wrote and arranged their very first song.
Oh, yeah.
This is a huge step for our little band, and a lot more
For our little band.
For their next single called YOLO, released just 6 months later, they used some parts of the arrangement of an old song Kanami wrote before joining Band-Maid. The rest of the songs were written by the band, as almost all of their future songs, even now. If you look at the details in the music and arrangement, the last song that wasn't 100% Band-Maid is Smile, a song released in January 2019 as a B-side of the single named Bubble. As she started playing guitar more than 10 years ago, Kanami owns and has borrowed many over the years. She shared pictures of a few of them from time to time on her Twitter account and on her Instagram. If you've heard of the brand,
I wonder if she's like one of those guitar collector types.
A Dictone, you might be interested to learn that they have created a model especially named after Kanami in 2 colors, red
and green.
I
knew it.
But there is one brand that we are used to seeing more often with Kanami during her latest performances, and it's PRS.
I don't really know much about guitar brands and manufacturers and stuff. I was thinking maybe it'd be a Jackson or something. Like I said, I don't know much about that world.
In fact, she started to use a PRS guitar in 2016 with a model 408 Fire Red.
Is PRS, if you guys can tell me a little bit about the PRS brand, that'd be nice, because as a non-guitarist, I really don't know. Is that a good brand, a bad brand? I assume they're making it sound like it's like a really prestigious brand, but I don't know.
First, borrowed from a guitarist amongst Band-Maid's crew. You can easily see if Kanami plays with a PRS guitar because she only has the ones with the bird inlays on the neck, and Kanami seems to love them. Remember when I told you that Kanami's persona changes as soon as she plays the guitar? Well,
I've seen it.
Even she is not aware of these changes, but the other members mentioned this aspect of her personality a few times. Psyche and Miku talked
as soon as that solo hits, it's like someone breaking out of a shell.
Band-Maid Nippon.
まずはじゃあギターのかなみちゃん、はい、なんだろう、小鳩が 多分一番バンドメイドでやばいって
思われてる
思われてるんですけど、ぽかなみちゃんもなかなかだとこばと思うぽ
ギター持つと
す
も
ごいうぽ
なんかキャラが変わるんだよね。
人がもう違うぽ、
Yep.
オラオラしてるんだ
うん
よね。、
オラオラ
かっこいい
だ
感じになっちゃう
しすごくこうのけぞってギター弾いちゃうみたいなで普段はそんな自分が前にっていうタイプじゃかなみちゃんないけど、ギターソロになると
も
う誰よりも前に出ますみたいな。
私を見て
Like KANAMI-zilla.
Oh, you want to see it for yourself? All
Yeah,
right.
show me.
I think I have it on tape somewhere. Let's see. No, that's not the one. Ah, there you are. Well, be prepared for some crazy
KANAMI-zilla. That's what I'm going to call it. Look at her hair. Get Psyche over there just adoring
So-
her. I think I've had a few of those moments while playing drums where you get so into what you're playing and you know you're playing well, and it's like a bubble has formed around you and nothing else beyond that bubble exists just for a short little while. Like you're closing out the rest of the world and it's just you playing. I mean, yeah, I imagine that's probably the type of moment she had doing that. Shutting the
So?
rest of the world out, you know.
You still don't believe me? All right. Let's watch
No, I believe
this
you.
one then. You'll see the switch.
But show me anyway.
切り替えを見ましょうぽ。あ、
すごくない？ねえやめてよ、恥ずかしいよ。
See? I told you. Anyway, let's talk about Kanami's playstyle. If you didn't already know, I'm no musician, so I won't be able to give you any relevant elements regarding her playstyle. Fortunately, I have some special guests to help me with this part. You might already know them and watch their videos on YouTube, but today, they each have 60 seconds to talk about Kanami.
Who could it be?
Gentlemen, the
Probably
mic
nobody
is
I know,
yours.
but hey.
60 seconds is not enough time to talk about
I've seen
what
this
makes
guy's face.
Kanami special as a guitarist, but let's start with the fact that she was classically trained on piano. She's a genius composer. She structures the musicality, instrumentals of the Band-Maid songs, yet she brings it to her band and doesn't let her ego get in the way of them helping her to perfect the sound. Everything is driven for making the best song possible. She's also such a rock star on stage, even though she seems to have a timid, shy personality, but she's also goofy and has fun interacting with her bandmates. But the number one thing I love about Kanami is she writes some face-melting riffs and guitar solos that
True.
is very important for a rock guitarist to do. And she's able to stuff so many riffs into each song and make it flow so well without detracting from the other music, but creating a cool soundscape foundation. And that's why you shut up while Kanami is speaking.
There are a lot of guitarists in this world
I don't know
that
this guy.
are really fantastic, very fast, precise, clean, and can do pretty much anything with a guitar that they need to be able to do. But I find that there are very few guitarists in the history of music that are able to communicate with people via the guitar.
Yeah.
There's a difference between just
I
playing the
100%
notes
agree with that.
and having that guitar sing to you. People like Jimmy Page, people like Carlos Santana, Slash from Guns N' Roses, I think that they all have this special it factor. It's something that is almost impossible to put your finger on. It's an intangible quality, But ultimately, I think it comes down to having this extra creative bone in your body. Let's call it the page bone. And I think Kanami absolutely has that. Whenever I listen to any of those guitarists, but Kanami most modernly, she's capable of making me feel like she's actually having a dialogue with me.
Yeah, I've said that many times.
My ears and her guitar. Even though it's a one-sided dialogue, I feel like I'm understanding what she's trying to say with the guitar. And that's authentic and it's genuine. I think that all just comes down to creativity. Things that she is able to do, ways that her brain is able to work, just like those other guitarists I mentioned from the past, that I think most people can't even conceive of, and us normals out there really can't even put it into words or put it into thoughts. I really feel like she has that. And it's something that's very special.
Something that contributes to Kanami's excellent guitar style is her ability to have many techniques down on the electric guitar that help you craft your own style. Meaning she has tapping and sweeping down where you can mix those two. Like
it's like having a big vocabulary. You know, the bigger your vocabulary is, the more, you know, eloquently you're going to be able to speak, and the more accurate you're going to be able to get your ideas across.
if you were to go sweeping down the guitar and halfway through you start tapping with your fingers. So her ability to mix those techniques together is something that really contributes to her style of playing. This reminds me of guitarists like Santana, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix, Slash, and I don't mean in the way of they're playing. I actually mean in the way of when I go listen to these guitarists, I know that that is that guitarist playing. So if Kanami is playing, I know that's her playing when I'm listening to a Band-Maid song. It's like if we subbed her out with Jimi Hendrix or Slash, I would instantly know that Jimi Hendrix or Slash is playing in a Band-Maid song. I wonder what that would sound like. That is something most guitarists dream to achieve, and sometimes don't even get to that or having that unique sound where they're instantly recognizable.
So what is it about Kanami
that
I like so much? When you have a guitarist that does nothing but serve the song from creation to finish, never worried about ego.
Yeah.
Her solos are not solos, they're ensembles. The whole band gets a show. Everybody gets to support everybody else. It's always about the song. It's always about the song.
That's one of the things I personally struggled with as a drummer, right? When I was first learning to play drums was, I just wanted it to be like fun all the time, and it's all about me, and I just want to play. But a lot of times, you can get carried away and you're kind of overplaying, and you're playing too much that the song doesn't require as much as you may be wanting to give. And sometimes reining back, pulling it in a little bit is actually the best course of action. So, yeah, completely agree with what these guys are saying.
Within that context, she can still do things that only a few other guitarists have done to me. Make me, cry from hearing her solo and what she puts into it, what she communicates through it. Stevie Ray Vaughan's done that, and Kanami Tono. So, that's a pretty amazing thing, and that's without even knowing what the lyrics are being said in the song. What she brings is creativity and structure to emotion, and presenting that, she just executes it perfectly. And she can do it with using simple structures. She can do it using incredibly complex structures, really simple riffs, really complex riffs. It doesn't matter. Whatever serves the song is what Kanami does. I think we're all kind of better off for it.
Thanks for taking the time to share your...
That was nice little incorporation of the community there. Freaking heck, man. Yeah, there were so many things I was gonna say. I didn't want to interrupt the dudes too much, but yeah, I mean, I recall saying that a lot, where it was like she's really speaking through the guitar or singing through the guitar, or maybe not even words are involved. It's just emotion in the form of sound, and it just hits you directly where it's supposed to, and it doesn't sound out of place for the song. It's not too much. It's what should be played, And so, man, yeah, they really hit the nail on the head with that one. So not much I don't think there was anything that I disagreed on. So, I mean, I'm not a guitarist, so I don't know all of the intricacies, but as a musician, you kind of have an ear for certain things. But yeah, I mean, Well, I don't know. Yeah, it's about all I can say. Let's. I think it's trying to wrap up here. Let's see.
Thoughts? I'm sure that many of you have some ideas and feelings in common with our fellow Gaijin guys, and maybe some thoughts of your own. It's one of the things that makes KANAMI special. Let's move on to the end of our journey. KANAMI has loved music since her childhood and did everything to pursue her dreams. She worked very hard during her school years. She learned guitar after many years of playing the piano. She also learned how to write a song and even taught herself audio programming. She started on her own before finally joining a band to strengthen her skills, to end up making covers on the internet. And after joining Band-Maid, she kept writing even though her songs weren't selected. But she never gave up and continued for all those years thanks to her fellow bandmates' support, until her hard work finally paid off. And for many years now, Band-Maid members write and compose their own songs. She wanted to be able to do it all and become a professional musician, and with Band-Maid, KANAMI became one. In the end, KANAMI's story is about determination, hard work, and a strong bond between the band members, because without each other's support, I'm sure that Band-Maid would be very different from what we know today.
Yeah, all the members play such a crucial role, but KANAMI's role can definitely not be understated. Nice. Wow. So many of the things I've said over the years about them, it's just, it was reiterated in this video. And there's something cool just about her being such a kind of shy, bashful, timid personality, and yet as soon as she hits that solo mode, it's like KANAMI-Zilla. I'm sure they probably have a nickname for it, but I'm going to say KANAMI-Zilla comes out. It's like a different person comes out. Someone they're so confident and they're a bit like that inner confidence is kind of shielded, I think, most of the time. But when she's playing, she knows what she's doing. You know what I mean? She's not worried about what people may think. She's like, no, let me show you how it's done. With the guitar in the air and leaning back and stuff, man. This one could have been longer, honestly. I wish this one was a little longer, but hey, they're all so good. I think Akane's is next. So as a fellow drummer myself, that one I'm a little excited for. Maybe I can provide some extra insights or something into that. But anyway, this was awesome. You guys are awesome. And thank you for watching. And if you want to see more of the type of reactions I've done, especially as it relates to Band-Maid, look into the description, and I have every album of theirs into a separate playlist. So you want to go in order. It'll be a long journey, but you can do it. So yeah, again, thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. We're going to come back with Akane. So anyway, see you guys later.